wish it was so easy that I could just snap my fingers and there I would feel stress-free, worry-free. I wouldn't be worrying about anything. I would be so trusting in God that it would come automatic and natural. But you know what? It doesn't. However, the Torah in this week's Parshat Behar tells us a secret, or a formula I should say. It's not really a secret, it's a formula of how a person can cultivate trusting in God. How can they cultivate being calm, relaxed, letting go, not being worried and stressful? So what's the formula? You do the action. What happens? This week's Parsha tells us that there's a year that's going to be a sabbatical year when you cannot do anything. You can't plow, you can't seed, you cannot make your land to be this productive harvesting land. You have to let go and do nothing. Also tells us that person's going to be worried in the 6th year. They're going to be saying, oh no, what's going to be? Like, I have now, but if you're telling me that in the 7th year I can't work, what's going to be in the 8th year? Mind you, this person has a lot right now, and God says, don't worry about it. I reassure you. I will give you enough in that 6th year. You will see with your eyes abundancy that there'll be enough for 6, 7, and 8, and yet that person is still stressed out and worried. Why? Because they're still working the land the 6th year. They haven't let go. Only until the 7th year, when actually you do the action of letting go, when you do the action of just like relinquishing and saying, okay, I'm doing the action of having bitachon, trust in Hashem, then the person starts to feel that they actually feel trust in Hashem. They see the bracha, the blessing in it. You can work 6 days and only enter Shabbat when you enter Shabbat, right? It's the actually act of actually stopping everything that you actually feel that sensation of rest and closeness. It's when I'm feeling so worked up and angry, how do I calm myself down that I should feel more easygoing, calm? I want to be that relaxed, great, easygoing person. I want to be generous. What do? I have to actually do the act of being generous, of being calm, of speaking in a quiet and softer voice. If I want to be that person who's very happy and positive, I actually have to do happy, positive acts. I have to smile. I have to show up. A person says, I'm lonely. I want to be a person who's very friendly. So you have to actually make phone calls. You have to actually reach out to people. And this mitzvah, a Shemitah, the Torah comes and tells in this week's Parsha. It's very interesting that it was given at Har Sinai. All the mitzvahs are given at Har Sinai. All the Torah is given at Mount Sinai. Why is this one mentioned? Because this one is mentioned with the formula of, look, I'm showing you. You have to first do the act, and then you'll feel it. It's not just a matter of a person saying, I want to be charitable. You can desire that, but it doesn't lead you to actually giving charity. However, a person who actually gives charity, they become a person who values the idea of being charitable. They become a charitable person. So we see in this week's Parsha an incredible formula for being calm, for being stress-free, for being worried. Is it easy? A snap of a finger? Absolutely not. It requires us to use our mind, body, and soul. It requires us to think the thoughts. It requires us to do the action. And it requires us to connect on a spiritual level, which will be the result of doing the action and thinking the thoughts, saying the words that bring us to feeling more connected and having trust in Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.